right, this lesson is on properties of addition. Our first property of addition is the additive identity. The additive identity states that a number plus 0 equals the number, or 0 plus a number equals the number. So adding anything with 0, and that's what you need to fill in your note sheet, always equals itself. So basically, the additive identity does not change anything. So if you think about it, you can't change your identity. You can try to get facial reconstruction done, dye your hair, but you are still you. Your identity cannot truly change. That's kind of a way to remember the additive identity, that identities don't change. Adding 0 doesn't change the other number. So a couple examples of the additive identity. 0 plus 5 equals 5. Negative 7.2 plus 0 equals negative 7.2. You didn't go anywhere on your number line. 4 minus 0, even though it's subtraction, the answer is still 4. We didn't go anywhere. And 0 plus b would just be b. We did not add anything to b, so it stays b. Moving on to your second property, the additive inverse. The additive inverse has to do with opposites. A number plus its opposite equals 0, and vice versa. If you have a negative number plus its positive opposite, it will also equal 0. So anything plus its opposite equals 0. So basically, inverses undo each other. Just like if you invert a process, you go backwards through it, or reverse. You undo what you just did. So inverses undo each other. So when you have a positive and a negative, they essentially cancel out to 0. So negative 2 plus 2, you don't necessarily need your number line. If you recognize, hey, those are opposites, they're going to equal 0. Okay? If you lose $2 and then you gain $2, you've now broken even. 6 minus 6, that is the same as 6 plus negative 6. They are opposites, they equal 0. And you already knew 6 minus 6 equaled 0, but now you know it's because of the additive inverse property. 3.2 plus negative 3.2, you have some decimals, but look at them. Negative, positive, they are opposites. They equal 0. And negative 1/5 plus 5/5, you have a negative and a positive, they're 5/5, or 1/5. So again, opposites equal 0. Substitution, replacing a quantity with its equivalent. So that is what you need to fill in on your sheet under substitution. Replacing a quantity with its equivalent. Just like when you have a substitute teacher. Okay, your teacher is gone. There is a substitute there. That person is also a teacher. So you're replacing a teacher with another teacher, a substitute, substitution, replacing a quantity with its equivalent. You have been doing this all along since you have begun evaluating. When you are told x is 3 and you plug in 3, you are doing a substitution. When you simplify or evaluate an expression, every time you replace, you are performing substitution. 6 minus 3 equals 3. That was a substitution. 3 squared equals 9. That's a substitution. We had 3 squared, we replaced it with 9. So again, replacing is a key word with substitution. 2 times 9 is 18. Replace it with 18. 18 plus 8 is 26. Replace them with 26 and you get your answer. So substitution is anytime you replace something with its equivalent, what you know it equals. You are doing substitution. The last two properties people mix up a lot, commutative property and associative property. The commutative property has to do with the order. Okay, A plus B equals B plus A. When you are adding, you can change the order. 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 2. So the order of the numbers you add can change. Hint, think of the word commute. A commute is a short trip. People commute to work, you commute to school. Your commute from home to school, when you go from home and go to school, that is equal to your commute from school to home, because chances are you go the same route, so it is the same distance or maybe the same amount of time. So home to school equals school to home. So that is your commutative property. We're changing the order around. Home to school, school to home. But they are equal to each other. So 4 plus 5 is the same as 5 plus 4 because they both equal 9. Negative 7 plus 3 equals negative 4. If you think of your number line, you're at negative 7, go up 3. And 3 plus negative 7 also equals negative 4. The order changed, but they are equivalent. 3.8 plus 4.1 is the same as 4.1 plus 3.8. They both equal 7.9. And your last property is the associative property. The associative property states that if you are adding 3 numbers or more numbers together, you can change the grouping. Notice the order does not change. A, B, C, A, B, C. The commutative property is when the order can change. The associative, the order does not change. It's the grouping that changes up. Here you're doing A plus B first. Here you're doing B plus C first, but you will get the same answer. So think of the word associate. Associate is who you talk to, who you hang out with. If you're sitting in the middle of a row, you could talk to the person to your left. So if this is you, okay, you could talk to the person to your left, or you could talk to the person on your right. But you have not moved seats. You guys are still in the same order. Straw, sticks, bricks. Straw, sticks, bricks. Okay? So the person with the sticks, the pig with the sticks, can easily talk to the pig with the straw, or he can easily talk to the pig with the bricks because he is in the middle. He doesn't have to go anywhere to be able to talk to them. So our last examples, 3 plus 2 plus 6, write down the same order, 3 plus 2 plus 6. But we're going to change the grouping. Instead of doing 3 and 2, we're going to do 2 and 6. So on the left side, parentheses first, you get 5 plus 6, and 5 plus 6 is 11. On the right side, parentheses first, you get 3 plus 8. 3 plus 8 is also 11. So just proving to you that yes, when you change the grouping, they are still equal. So the last example, keep the order the same, 8 plus negative 2 plus 5, but change the grouping. You can do 8 and negative 2 first. So on the left, we get 8 plus 3, and on the right, you have 6 plus 5, and in both cases, they equal 11, which is total coincidence that it's the same answer as the first problem. Just pick different numbers, and they ended up coming out the same. But again, the grouping can change. The order does not. You still get the same answer. That is the associative property, the grouping.